Okay, so I'm starting a new program that I'm going to put out. I've mentioned it briefly in some previous videos, but it's going to be a combine program. I'm starting that on Monday, July 28th, so anyone who's on my Haas Concurrent training team on Train Heroic is going to start it up with me. So today's Wednesday, must be like the 24th or something. So I'm going to start testing everything that I want to test for this program. It's going to be 12 weeks. So today, what I'm going to test is my back squat. I'm going to go 455, and I'm just going to do 3 to 5 attempts, single attempts, and see what my peak or my best average velocity is. And then I'm also going to test my 225 bench press rep max. So I'm going to test some other things throughout the program. I'm going to test my RSI just kind of for fun. I'm going to test my 40, test my 10-yard split, test my vertical, test my broad jump. I'm going to test power clean, power snatch. That power clean might turn into a full clean. But I'm going to go over this program a little bit more next week when I put my first video out of me actually doing a full training session of the program. So that's the plan. So yeah, back squat at 455, move it as fast as I can, 225 bench press, vertical jump, broad jump, RSI, 10-yard split, 40-yard dash, power clean, power snatch, and there might be a few other things that I want to test just for fun. So I'm going to make sure I get all of those things tested prior to the program, and then I'll do it at the end of the program and just kind of see how things improve. So this is like a combine program, like an NFL combine. Blaine McConnell put out his unit combine program, so I'm doing something similar to his. And yeah, so I'll let you guys know when we start it. It's on Haas Concurrent for anyone who wants to join along with us. So you can get that with a 7-day free trial on Train Heroic. One last plug before we get to the training session. Shout out to Barbell Apparel for sponsoring this channel. I got their striker tee on, their short shorts on. If you guys are looking for any good training gear, you guys know what to do. Hit the link in the description below. High quality shit, and let's get to it. It's 5:55 in the morning right now, and it's raining outside. My dog is kind of freaking out, so that's why you might hear him bark. I'm trying to get this done before my wife comes in. My wife's coming in at 5:45.
Patience. And not rush to judge, but you know what that is, let the people decide. I respect the fact that we live in a... All
right, gonna go 365 here. I'm probably gonna hit this for a set of 2 to 3. I might do 2 sets of 2 to 3 here. Legs aren't quite there yet, so I'm probably gonna have to hit this for 2 to 3 sets or 1 to 2 sets. See what my velocity is at 365.
It's not the best thing that we won World War II.
0.77 for my last 2. The one thing that I really have to make sure happens with this program is I stay healthy. I'm still dealing with the epicondylitis. I've tweaked my hamstrings like 3 times this summer. Had jumper's knee on and off. Just like, I gotta make sure I stay healthy. So the rest of this week, besides some of this testing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it pretty easy, intensity-wise with the training. So I wanna make sure on Monday I'm like ready to go, because first thing I'm doing that first week is sprinting. So Monday's gonna be a sprint day. For those of you wondering, the split on Train Heroic is gonna be an upper-lower split with 2 days of sprinting and plyos. And then for the actual program that I'm gonna put out, I'm gonna give 2 options, just like with Haas 2.0. So I'm gonna give an upper-lower split, and I'm also gonna give a 3-day full-body split, where it's 3 days of strength training. It's either gonna be 3 days of full body, or 1 day of full body and an upper and a lower day, plus 3 days of sprinting and plyo. So I'm gonna give 2 options for you to run if you buy the program via like ebook style. But the Train Heroic version is gonna be a 4-day upper-lower split, 2 days of sprints and plyos.
There used to be a time where at boxing...
7-8. 8-0. 8-3. Okay, so I'm moving on to 405. I'll probably hit this for a single, maybe 1 to 2, maybe 3 singles here. It says on the OVR, my highest speed for average velocity at 405 is 0.81 meters per second. I've lost a bunch of strength since Haas 2.0. I've been sitting at that like 230 to 231, 232 kind of body weight, but this morning I was 227.6. I was just on my feet. I had 6 coaching sessions yesterday. I mowed my lawn yesterday, took my daughter on a bike ride yesterday. I just don't think I ate enough, so I was down in body weight this morning, which might affect might affect some of these numbers. But yeah, 0.81 meters per second is my best speed at 405. So I guess we'll see what I can move it at right now, since I just moved 365 at 0.83. So it's probably gonna be a little bit slower than 0.81, but legs are feeling ready, so let's hit it. 0.75. Okay, gonna do one more single here at 405. 0.75 is my last rep, my first rep, so I'll try to beat it here. 0.76. All right, I'm ready for the 455 sets. As far as choosing 455 as opposed to some other number, since I know my strength kind of went down the past few weeks, or past, 6, 7, 8 weeks after running Haas 2.0 and losing some body weight, my 622 back squat isn't reliable anymore, so I didn't want to choose a percentage. I wanted to choose a percentage, or I wanted to choose a weight that I know I can move confidently, that still provides a little bit of a challenge. 455 is what I landed on. It's also easy to load, easy to remember. It's just 4 plates and a quarter. So that's kind of how I came up with this number. So if anyone else is running this program, I might provide a percentage for you guys to use, or I'll just have you kind of follow the same guidelines here. Pick a weight that you know is somewhat challenging. It's going to provide a little bit of a challenge, but you know you can move it confidently. Pick that weight, stick with that weight, test it at the beginning, test it at the end, see how fast you can move it. 0.57 there. My best ever is 0.66. Let's hit this. Rep 2. .61. Yeah, as far as body weight goes for this program, since I was light today, I'm gonna make sure I eat a lot more food the rest of the week. Today's Wednesday, so we're starting it on Monday. I wanna sit in that 230 to 232 kind of body weight for this program, which is what I have been at, aside for this morning. I've just been sitting at like 230.4 to 231.8 kind of is where I've been the last few weeks, which I feel pretty good. I actually feel a little bit better, a little bit heavier, but I look better this way. But I kind of want to sit there for this program. I don't want my body weight to fluctuate too much on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis. And then the winter, I'm going to go through another like bulking phase where I'm really going to try to add as much lean mass as possible. So yeah, that's kind of the semi-annual plan as of now. Last rep here, 0.61 was rep 2. Ah. 0.61 again for rep 3. I'll come show it to you. So rep 1, 0.57, 0.61, 0.61. Okay, gonna move on to bench press, hit 225 for max reps. Ready for the 225 bench press. As far as like bench press testing goes, I'm for sure gonna do this. Maybe I'll do a 1 rep max. I haven't really decided. If I do a 1 rep max, I'm probably not gonna test it before Monday. Probably just do it at the end. The other thing, I might just put like, just like with the squat, I might for bench put like 315 on the bar and do a few singles, see how fast I can move it and see if that improves throughout the program too. But yeah, that's the plan for the bench. Oh. All right, 24 reps. I felt my pec strain a little bit halfway through that, but good baseline, see where I'm at. I might do this again on Saturday, fuck it. Because I know I can do more than that if I didn't like feel a little pec strain. Maybe I'm just being a pussy. But 24 today. But yeah, first day of testing done. I'm still gonna train later today when I get a little break between clients, just like my normal training. Maybe I'll do some more testing later today, but yeah, I gotta get my RSI, power clean, power snatch. I just hit 275 on power snatch, so I might I might not redo my snatch, but yeah, RSI, 10-yard split, 40, vertical jump, broad jump. I'll get all that done before Monday so that I have a baseline. So that's it, guys. If you got any questions about the upcoming program, put them in the comments. I'll answer some questions in a training session video for you, or maybe I'll just respond in the YouTube comments. So that's all I got, guys. One more shout out for Barbell Apparel. Hit the link in the description below. Legion, if you're looking for any sort of supplements, Legion, code HOSS, 20% off on any of that stuff. Protein, creatine, magnesium, greens powder, protein bars, whatever. They got all the typical supplements. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.